The Resolute's journey was not without incident. As they neared the edge of Gracker-controlled space, the ship's sensors detected an incoming fleet. Captain Elena Drake, the ship's commander, called an emergency meeting in the bridge. "Colonel Stark, we have multiple Gracker ships on an intercept course," Drake reported, her tone grim. "They're not going to let us leave without a fight." Stark nodded, his expression resolute. "We knew this wouldn't be easy. Prepare for evasive maneuvers and engage the enemy if necessary. We need to get Princess Cora back to Lyra at all costs." The next few hours were a blur of activity as the Resolute's crew prepared for battle. The Gracker ships closed in, their intent clear. The first shots were fired, and the Resolute responded in kind, its advanced weaponry lighting up the void of space. Stark coordinated the defense, his tactical mind working at full speed. "Focus on their lead ship. If we can take it out, we might disrupt their formation and buy ourselves some time." The Resolute's cannons unleashed a barrage of fire, targeting the Gracker flagship. The enemy vessel returned fire, and the ship rocked from the impact. Despite the intensity of the battle, Stark's calm demeanor inspired confidence in his crew. Meanwhile, Cora watched the battle unfold from a secure location within the ship. Her heart raced as she saw the flashes of light and heard the distant rumble of explosions. She had always admired the humans for their bravery and resilience, but seeing them in action deepened her respect and gratitude. The battle raged on, each side sustaining heavy damage. The Resolute's shields flickered, and alarms blared as critical systems were hit. Stark knew they couldn't withstand the onslaught much longer. "Captain Drake, we need to make a run for it. Plot a course for Lyra and engage the hyperdrive as soon as we're clear of their weapons range." Drake acknowledged the order, her fingers flying over the controls. Course plotted. All hands, brace for evasive maneuvers. With a final desperate push, the Resolute's engines roared to life. The ship veered sharply, evading the Gracker's attacks and accelerating towards the edge of the system. The Gracker ships pursued, but the Resolute's advanced propulsion systems gave them the edge they needed. As they reached the edge of the system, Stark gave the command. "Engage the hyperdrive. Let's get out of here." In a burst of light, the Resolute jumped to hyperspace, leaving the Gracker fleet behind. The crew let out a collective sigh of relief, their victory hard-earned but incomplete until they reached Lyra. The journey through hyperspace was tense but uneventful. Stark took the opportunity to check on Cora, who was resting in the ship's infirmary. "We're almost there, Princess. Just a little longer." Cora nodded, her gratitude evident. "Thank you, Colonel." When the Resolute emerged from hyperspace near Lyra, they were met with a welcoming sight. The Lyran defense fleet, alerted to their approach, escorted them to the planet's surface. The news of Cora's rescue had spread, and a sense of hope and anticipation filled the air. Stark and his team were met with the gratitude and admiration of the Lyran people. The return to Lyra marked a turning point for both the Lyran Empire and their human allies. The successful rescue of Princess Cora had not only restored hope to the Lyran people, but had also solidified the bond between the two civilizations. As the Resolute touched down, the atmosphere was one of celebration and renewed determination. The Emperor, with tears of relief in his eyes, embraced his daughter as she stepped off the ship. The people of Alaris gathered in the Grand Plaza, cheering and waving banners. It was a moment of triumph, but also a reminder of the challenges that still lay ahead. Colonel Stark and his team were honored in a grand ceremony. The Emperor personally thanked each member of the task force, recognizing their bravery and dedication. Stark, ever the humble leader, accepted the accolades with grace, always redirecting the praise to his team and their collective effort. In the days that followed, Stark and his team remained on Lyra, assisting with the investigation into the Gracker infiltration and helping to strengthen the planet's defenses. The Emperor, grateful for their continued support, provided them with every resource they needed. One evening, as the sun set over the crystalline spires of Alaris, Stark found himself in a private meeting with the Emperor. They discussed the ongoing threat posed by the Gracker and the need for a united front. "Colonel Stark," the Emperor began, his tone serious but respectful. The Gracker's actions have shown us that we cannot take our security for granted. We must be vigilant and prepared for whatever comes next. Your assistance has been invaluable, and I believe our alliance is stronger than ever." Stark nodded, his expression thoughtful. "Your Majesty, the Gracker are a formidable enemy, but we've shown that together we can overcome any challenge. We'll continue to support you in any way we can." The Emperor's gaze softened. "There is one more matter to discuss, Colonel. My daughter, Cora, she has spoken highly of you and your team. Her admiration for you is evident, and I can see that she has grown stronger through this ordeal." Stark met the Emperor's eyes, understanding the depth of his words. "Princess Cora is an extraordinary individual, Your Majesty. It has been an honor to assist in her rescue and to witness her resilience." The Emperor smiled, a hint of warmth in his eyes. "I believe she feels the same way about you, Colonel. Whatever the future holds, know that you and your people have a place here on Lyra. Our bond is unbreakable." As Stark left the meeting, he felt a sense of fulfillment and purpose. The mission had been a success, but it was the connections they had forged that mattered most. The Lyrans and humans were now united in their struggle against the Gracker, ready to face the challenges of the future together. Cora, meanwhile, had been adjusting to her return to royal life. She was more determined than ever to contribute to the peace and prosperity of her people. Her experiences had changed her, imbuing her with a newfound sense of purpose and strength. One evening, she sought out Stark in the palace gardens. The same gardens where she had been abducted now seemed like a place of healing and reflection. "Colonel Stark," Cora greeted him with a smile. "You've done more than just rescue me. You've given us hope and strengthened our alliance." Stark smiled, his respect for the princess evident. "Princess Cora, it was a team effort, but I'm glad we could make a difference. Your strength and resilience have been an inspiration to us all." Cora's eyes softened, and for a moment, the formalities between them faded. "Donald, I owe you my life, and I want you to know that you and your people will always have a place here on Lyra. Together, we can achieve so much more." As they stood together, the future seemed filled with promise. The challenges were far from over, but they faced them with a renewed sense of unity and purpose. The bond between Lyrans and humans was stronger than ever, and together they would build a brighter future. The days following Princess Cora's return were a whirlwind of activity. The Lyran Empire, with the support of their human allies, began to rebuild and fortify their defenses. The threat of the Gracker remained ever present, but the spirit of unity and cooperation between the Lyrans and humans was stronger than ever. Colonel Stark and his team continued to work closely with the Lyran military, sharing their expertise and training. The collaboration led to significant advancements in both strategy and technology as the two civilizations combined their strengths to prepare for any future conflicts. Princess Cora, now fully recovered, took an active role in the diplomatic efforts to strengthen the alliance. Her experiences had transformed her from a sheltered royal into a determined leader, ready to fight for her people and their allies. She and Stark often found themselves working side by side, their mutual respect and admiration growing with each passing day. One afternoon, as they reviewed plans for a joint military exercise, Cora turned to Stark with a thoughtful expression. "Colonel, there's something I've been meaning to discuss with you." Stark looked up from the holographic map, his attention fully on her. Cora hesitated for a moment, then continued. "I've been thinking a lot about the future of our alliance. The Gracker are a formidable enemy, and we need to be prepared for anything, but more than that, we need to build a foundation of trust and cooperation that goes beyond just military support." Stark nodded, understanding her point. "I agree, Princess. Our alliance is more than just a strategic partnership. It's about shared values and mutual respect. What do you have in mind?" Cora's eyes sparkled with determination. "I want to propose a formal alliance between our peoples. Not just an agreement of mutual defense, but a true partnership that includes cultural exchange, economic cooperation, and joint scientific endeavors. Together, we can achieve so much more." Stark smiled, impressed by her vision. "That sounds like a wonderful idea, Princess. I'm sure the United Earth Federation would be open to such a proposal. We've already seen the benefits of working together, and formalizing our alliance would only strengthen those bonds. With Stark's support, Cora presented her proposal to the Emperor and the Lyran Council. The idea was met with enthusiasm and approval, and plans were quickly set in motion to draft a formal treaty. Representatives from both civilizations gathered to discuss the terms and details, each side eager to contribute to the shared vision. The signing ceremony was held in Alaris, in a grand hall filled with dignitaries and representatives from both worlds. The atmosphere was one of celebration and hope as the two civilizations took a historic step forward. Emperor Thalon and President Jackson of the United Earth Federation signed the treaty, sealing the new alliance with a handshake and a shared commitment to peace and cooperation. The crowd erupted in applause, and the sense of unity was palpable. As the celebrations continued, Cora and Stark found a moment to speak privately. "This is just the beginning," Cora said, her eyes shining with hope. "Together, we can face whatever challenges come our way and build a brighter future for both our peoples." Stark nodded, his expression filled with pride and determination. "I'm honored to be a part of this, Princess. We've come a long way, and I have no doubt that our alliance will only grow stronger." The bond between the Lyrans and humans had been forged in the fires of conflict and tempered by the strength of their shared values. As they looked towards the future, they knew that together they could achieve greatness. The challenges of the galaxy were far from over, but with their new alliance, the Lyrans and humans stood ready to face them, united in their resolve and determined to build a lasting legacy of peace and cooperation. The new alliance between the Lyrans and humans marked the beginning of a new era. The combined efforts of their scientists, engineers, and diplomats led to advancements in technology, medicine, and exploration that benefited both civilizations. Princess Cora and Colonel Stark continued to work closely together, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Their partnership symbolized the unity and cooperation that had become the foundation of the new alliance. As the years passed, the galaxy watched as the Lyrans and humans stood together against the challenges that came their way. Their shared vision of a brighter future inspired other civilizations to join their cause, and the seeds of a galactic federation began to take root. The journey had been long and fraught with danger, but the bond between the Lyrans and humans had proven unbreakable. Together, they faced the unknown with courage and determination, ready to build a future filled with hope and possibility. And as they looked towards the stars, they knew that the legacy of their alliance would endure, a testament to the power of unity and the strength of the human and Lyran spirit.
Like and subscribe.